Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the James Madison Dukes offense will be first on the attack. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker. And looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Looking for room at the 40. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The RPO, it's complete. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quickly complete. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He was just able to get what he can get on this score.
Trying to rumble in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Dukes are flying down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Brock. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Going to the run, it's Brock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll sneaks into the end zone.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash fourth.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Pulls and fires complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Dukes have a lot of options on second and inches. On the run, it's Brock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. The give headed toward right tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's loose. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just...
On the move, it's Brock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. To the air, it's Morris. Throwing right. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball down.
There he goes. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a pack.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Dropping back, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the shot that clears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for an open area to his left. Caught in the backfield. It's Kyle. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
Lots of running room. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it again. Dances away to buy time. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ball is coming out. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the pressure. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on.
Turning on the Jets. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. Night snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Unloads quickly. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Dukes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tripped up for the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
that on fourth down, and they got to throw the football and make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting us a little bit closer to the finish line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Dukes get enough for the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Makes the grab. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run it trying to drain time off the clock. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and throws. This
Touchdown, Dukes! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man.
strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team